All right, we're back. Sorry, I just saw that Ficus was back on House Sparks. He's got him working again. So anyway, although
Oh,
I'm
Lordy.
not from Kentucky, I did do my time in West Virginia. So here we are. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on Black and Orange. And it's Sarah Wednesday, the best day of the week.
Howdy. Howdy. Yeah.
Howdy. I need a hat with a little price tag just flapping around in the breeze.
Yes.
Hello. So, hi. Why I do declare she is here every single day. I'm here every single day. Miss Sarah is here on the best days of the week.
Oh, bless.
So the silliness, we're just being silly today. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yes.
So, thank you for being here. I'm here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to us. Thank you.
Yes.
If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works best for you. Everybody was praying for you.
Yes. Yes. And then, yes, Traveling Tarot, I did get your message. Bastian got that to me. You guys are fabulous. Thank you so much. I overdid it a wee bit and got a little dehydrated, but it was nothing that a bag of fluids could not fix. So did not even need any big medications or anything like that. Nothing atrocious, just needed some fluids. And speaking of, this weekend was awesome. I want to give a shout out to Robert and Miss Galen, who are viewers who came all the way to come see me on Friday in person. And you want to tell me the way I did the and jumped? It was yeah, it was awesome. They're very, very sweet. So
tell them how the super secret, how they told you, how they knew you.
Oh yes. So I'm sitting there, and they walk up. This lovely couple walk up, and they're like, "Okay, well, we're here to see you." You know, I was like, "Okay." I'm thinking because of the yarn stuff, because I've been posting. They're like, "No," Miss Catelin says, "because we watch the show." I was like, ah. And so my husband was just like, "Oh, you're gonna make her cry." I was like, yes. So they came in. That was not normally their scene. I hope they had a good time, but they came in and walked around downstairs in the main area for like 4 times before they heard the announcement that there were booths upstairs. And then they came up there to come see me, and it was so cool. It was so sweet. So I got to hug the neck of a viewer. So that was awesome. Lewis, no, I do not have an Etsy as of right this second. I've got some leftover stock, but I've also got a tiny show, nothing nowhere near what I just did, coming up on the 6th. So I'm going to do that. And then whatever's left over, we can see about an Etsy storefront. So yes, was I giving out autographs? No, Miss Joyce. That would have been fabulous. So, oh goodness. But kudos to Robert and Miss Galen for coming to come see me, and we commiserated about our representatives. So yeah.
So. Yes, Mythic Dolphin. I've reached the half-century mark. Peace, love, light, and joyful experiences for good memories. Happy birthday!
Yes.
Happy birthday! Oh.
All right.
All right. Oh, there was somebody back here. I missed it. Somebody said something like, "I just came from the Ficus experience."
Yes.
or something like that.
What an experience it was. Yes.
Yes, I was foisting it upon Miss Sarah, who was just trying to, do her makeup and go about her life, and I was just like, oh.
It was hysterical. It was absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get fully dived in,
one question. Scanman would like to know, how may I purchase one of Sarah's F-bombs?
Oh, well, I should have some of those available once the Etsy store is up and running. So watch this space.
Yeah.
So, yes. Before we get fully dived in, let's take a moment of silence for everything that went on in Minneapolis this morning. So. Sending out some energy and some love to all those affected.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh goodness. Oh, Miss Vita, it's on the news. I have on eye makeup, so if I go there, I will no longer have on eye makeup. So you may want to.
You will have black rivulets.
Yes.
And so will I.
There was some evil this morning, and so yeah. All right.
Speaking of evil,
huh?
Speaking of evil.
Speaking of evil.
All the evils with a Z.
Yes. Let's see here at 7 minutes even. The tides are turning. Yes. Shockwaves as Dems scores double-digit win in a red district. Democrat Catelin Drey flipped Iowa's SDO1 by 10 points, breaking the GOP supermajority in the state Senate. Trump won the district by 11.5% in 2024. Dems say this 20-plus point swing shows voters rejecting Trump's agenda. Okay.
Yay! So, it broke the supermajority.
Yay!
I mean, it didn't turn everything blue, but man, we'll take it. Whew. So, is this going to continue? Because there was an article last week. Week before? Last week. Might have been last week. That was talking about how, over the last 4 years, Democrats have lost so many people. So many people have dropped their Democratic Party registration and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, okay, but that's not the point. The point is what has happened since January 20th.
That part.
Chemical Squirrel says, finally, my state is something right. I didn't even know we had an election. They do when they are afraid they might lose to Democrats. It's amazing the stealth elections they managed.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a what?
Huh? Who? Yes. Oh, Paula, thank you for letting us know. That's evil is. Yeah.
Well, now. The Hermit card. I'm using Housewife's Tarot today, but traditionally the Hermit card is the guy who's standing on the mountain, holding the lantern, and he often has his eyes closed. But it's about kind of retreating from the world and doing some soul searching. Sometimes it's just retreat or just pulling out of the limelight or whatever. But the Hermit here is, there's some voters thinking, maybe Democrats aren't so bad. And we don't need all of them to change sides for it to have a positive aspect, because we're starting with the Tower card. Kaboom! This is a big change. Plus the fact that I love it in this deck because she's wearing a giant Jello mold. And you know the minute she moves, oh, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to get ugly.
Wobble. Yes.
Whew. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, disappointment. Oh. 4 of Swords. So, retreat. Quiet. Legislative. Quiet as a tomb.
Mm.
There are still Republicans. It broke the supermajority, but the Republicans still have a majority. But 6 of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is, you aren't the Republicans we used to know. So I'm not saying everything is hunky-dory. We have got to vote in overwhelming numbers. We have to. Every single one of us. We need to be proud to be Democrats and just vote. Anybody who's even thinking about voting for Democrats, help them.
Mm-hmm.
Do not go third party. Do not stay home. Do not split your ticket.
Right.
I've never, that drives me crazy. I've never understood splitting your ticket.
Maybe once upon a time before things got to where they're at now, I could see the logic. Like if you wrote it on paper, it's a very case by case scenario.
Right.
But now, no, there's no.
Yeah. But I'm liking it. There's some good energy there. I'll take it.
Yes, and Amy has a good point. And vote in your local elections. Yes. Okay. Well, let's keep trucking. At 12:10, big DOGE blunder could require everyone to be assigned a new Social Security number. A whistleblower at the Social Security Administration say DOGE staffers uploaded the entire SSN database to an unsecured server, exposing Americans to identity theft. He's warned the government may need to reissue every single American a new number.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine all the things that are linked to your Social Security number and having everybody having to get a new Social Security number? Are you kidding me?
How's that efficiency working out for you?
And I'm sure that won't cost anything.
Not at all.
And
I mean, I'm over here having enough of a fit about the fact that I've got to... My phone number is going to change because our area code's changing where I'm at. But and imagine, just think of all the stuff that's linked to your phone number, right?
Yeah.
But so when you think about your Social Security number, my God, that is insane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it gets even more fun if you're a small business owner.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I do have an EIN for the business, but depending on what business you're dealing with, sometimes they won't accept it. Like, right. No. Oh, your Social Security number. It's like, right. Okay. Yeah, okay. Summer Verse says that part I didn't hear about replacing Social Security numbers. The link is in the chat. So it was, replacing Social Security numbers. Yeah, it was on Raw's story this morning. Mm-hmm. That's the big thing around here is the basis, the bedrock of everything we do here is real news from reputable sources. Unless others, I tell you otherwise. I mean, if we're going to go look at, what does George Washington think about, something, that's obviously...
Or Annie, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, or Annabelle, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But,
yes.
Night Moon Glow. Yeah, that can't go wrong.
Yes, Core has a good point. If you have any sort of ability to lock your credit report, do that. So
yeah, but there's more than one credit agency. So I keep my credit report
I know that
locked
if you lock it on Experian, it locks across everything. So, yeah.
I hope so.
Well, no, because from experience, I've had
Okay.
somebody go, "Can you log in and undo that?" Oh yeah, sure. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
You're welcome.
No, I pay money to Experian every month.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Excuse me. So, why do I feel like congressional hearing? I'm just getting this feeling of being in a large, very large room in the Capitol, very high ceilings, lots of wood paneling, lots of cameras going. Every time somebody looks up, their eyes raised. Anyway, 6 of Wands. So, yeah, your victory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell us how that DOGE thing that you were just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about your great victory.
Mm-hmm.
Oopsies. Day late, $1 short. Oh, you mean oops. Well, somebody who can just come in and that one and that one and I'll take that one, and you gotta scrub them all. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. So it's a matter of, can you get this government to do it? That's the problem. And this just gets weaker over time. So, I am not liking this.
Yeah. And times like this, once upon a time, Sarah Palin, right after, somewhere during Obama's first term, was like, I can't see if I can still do the Sarah Palin voice, said, "How's that hopey changey stuff working out for you?" And so now I'm like, how's that government efficiency stuff working out for you? So
you do that shockingly well.
I know.
Get that little twang in there. It's like, oh my God, oh my ears.
Yeah.
You do that very well. Burden. Look, great big MAGA burden. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Fab. Scrubbing. On the defensive. High Priestess, Higher Wisdom. Please put Democrats in there. They'll actually fix things. That's the reality. So we might be stuck with this until after midterms, assuming all the Democrats are willing to go out and vote. There are, let's see, I would crawl over broken glass to vote against these people at this point. Hot coals.
Mm-hmm.
A fire ant hill.
A Lego pit.
Yes, I would crawl over a Lego pit. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, just do what you can.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right. 1905. Trump says Gavin Newsom has some strange hand action going on in a bizarre rant. At a cabinet meeting, Trump called Newsom an incompetent governor for not welcoming a military takeover of cities. How dare he? And then mocked his hand action without explanation before pivoting to the Olympics and warning of stone cold killers in Los Angeles.
Trump saying Gavin Newsom has something strange going on with his hand.
Yeah, the projection. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Projection, anybody?
Mm-hmm.
That would be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Oh, did I disturb the kitty? Oh, is he trying to snooze? Oh, is the kitty trying to snooze?
Lately, every time I think about a certain orange person, think about that. I get that line from that Jules song, my hands are small, I know. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I shared the thing yesterday of Piggsy. And everyone agreed it really did look like him. So then I had to explain to people, it's actually called Monkey Magic? Was that what the show was called? With Monkey
I think
and
so. Yeah.
Piggsy.
Yeah.
Yep. President Piggsy.
Yes.
Call your cloud.
The smallest man who ever lived. Yes.
Whew. I need some clarification.
Lewis, sir, with tears in my eyes, shut the front door.
Oh, well, that does clarify. Okay.
Yes.
Card for the reading. Trying to stir stuff up. Yeah, that's what we expect. Him and his bludgeon. That he is a complete brat. He's being a brat.
Yeah.
And then I got a little confused. Because this we're used to. That's a day ending in day.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, the center card, I've got the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower. Well, we know that old Gavin's been using the higher wisdom, and then he has, he's a governor of a massive state, and Democrats a lot of Democrats are getting a morale boost from what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But secrets here, and I was like, well, hang on, what is this Tower? And what are the secret? A secret? Is this higher wisdom or is it secret? Because the High Priestess card it's a card of the occult. And traditionally what the word occult means is hidden knowledge. So sometimes it's secrets, sometimes it's higher wisdom. So I was confused. So I was looking for some clarification. It's like, who's going to end up trying to walk in the Jell-O maxi dress? So I asked for clarification. There's a refusal. Excuse me. Okay. There's the Emperor. There's the Justice card. So you might be refusing what Gavin's saying, but there are bigger things coming. And with this ending in the Tower, and this much power going to Democrats, Nine of Cups, it's hard to see it in this, but all those cups, it's like Christmas morning. Just got a whole set. Release the Epstein files. Yeah. You can try to avoid this all you want to, but we're not going to forget. Pepperidge Farms remembers, and so do we.
Right?
Yeah. Oof. So, yeah. So now he's grifting off the idea of trying to get into heaven.
Yes. I didn't know if we were shuffling or if you were done.
Oh, so did you want to do something different?
No. Just now, I thought you were still. I thought you were. I didn't know if you were shuffling.
Oh, sorry.
Shuffling more. No, you're good. Okay, so Cosmic Goat Lady says, will Trump get a lot of donors for his give me money so I can go to heaven grift? Will it actually fool anyone? Sharon says, so his Horridness is worried about getting into heaven. Does he really think that paying...
His Horridness. Sorry.
Horridness, yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Does he really think that paying indulgences is going to get him out of the uncomfortable laundromat TV chair where all channels show his life review sooner? Oh goodness, that's hysterical. There's an old. This is one of those separating the art from the artist thing, because I used to quote this way back in the day. Cosby had a skit one time about how his mother was much nicer to his children than she was to him growing up. And he's like, that's not my mother. That's an old lady trying to get into heaven.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, so that's not, no, that's an old man who knows that there is much more behind him than in front of him.
Tick tock.
Mm-hmm.
Tick tock.
Mm-hmm.
Tick tock. And there's some argument going on about, does he actually believe in heaven? Because, we talk about his narcissistic personality disorder, but really what it comes down to is the antisocial personality disorder, which really explains the narcissism, the belittling, the sadism, and then, the debate is under that, is he a sociopath or a psychopath? Dun, 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 dun. What is both, Alex?
Personally, I firmly believe that he believes in the fact of an eternal paradise, and just knows that he is justified to be there. Of course he deserves to be there. So he's expecting this, you know what I mean? I mean, I think in that instance, he probably believes in heaven. That there is an eternal, where yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to be a Christian.
Right.
There are all kind of people who they don't follow a particular faith, but they believe in some kind of afterlife. Yeah. I think his belief in the afterlife is tenuous, and his ability to get somewhere good in it is also tenuous. It's a fact. Okay, look, this is my. Everybody has their own beliefs. This is mine. We live at a certain vibration. You can live on that high road as far as doing the right thing. It doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. It doesn't mean you don't stand up against tyranny. But if you're a good person, your heart's in the right place, you do what you can to help others, you tried your best, right? Your vibration is going to be quite high. If you, I don't know, have 34 you're convicted of 34 felonies, you have 6 bankruptcies, you're an adjudicated R word, you purposely walked in on underage girls who were changing clothes and bragged about it. It just goes on and on and on. Yeah. You were so heinous, you were impeached twice, and you tried to foment a coup and an attack on our Capitol. It just goes on and on. This is not high vibration. Let's just, okay, here's the thing. You're kind of anchored to your body while you're in it. But when you pop your clogs, your little soul goes. And as soon as you are unanchored, your soul, this piece of your soul, because not all of it, this piece of your soul goes to the level it's equal to. It's just how it is.
It's sink or swim, something.
It's
sink or float.
Yeah. It's like you just go to that level that your spirit is at. And there are people like Epstein who popped out of his body, and I do believe he did. And his spirit immediately sank down to where everything is compacted. I like to joke about the possibility. Like I like to amuse myself. I like to joke that Stephen Miller walks around saying, "Does anybody else feel like flames underneath their feet?" I don't know what. Okay, but I don't actually believe in the flame thing. What comes to me is this compacted, really hard, because it's so low vibration. So once he's untethered, I mean, you will always stay connected to your higher self and the higher things. But sorry, buddy, you did this to yourself. You know, like Marley said, I built this chain, every link, every.
Oh yeah, his bed. He made it. He picked out the thread count. He fluffed the pillows, the entire shebang. Now, it's like somebody was saying in chat. I do believe all of us who are not raging narcissists. I believe that everyone is capable somewhere. There is a capability for some point of not. I don't know if you would say redemption, but to make yourself, you know, to put yourself up for redemption, basically, to, you know, to ask for forgiveness. But you're the only person, and up there's the only person, you know, who knows how legitimate that is. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's a lot of people who at the end are like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, found Jesus. Oh, he was hiding in a rock in the corner. Oh yes. But that doesn't mean but even if you find redemption, that doesn't mean that once those cogs are popped, you're not sitting there and having to, you know, have your life review. I mean, that still happens regardless of where you're at and all of that. I mean, yeah. But Trump is not capable for you. You can't ask for forgiveness or redemption if you believe you've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Ergo,
Yep.
Yeah.
And Quiet as a Tomb is a card I'm getting. Mm-hmm. That's the card for the reading. Quiet as a Tomb. There's his dynasty. There's your legacy. 9 of Swords. All the grief you've caused. All the pain you've caused. Mm-hmm. The person sitting in bed, can't sleep. All the swords there. Weeping. Even in this deck, even grandma's coming for you. I mean, it's just...
She's mad as Tarn is not taking it anymore. We are...
Exactly. Center of the reading. Hanged Man. A little tenuous. 2 of Swords. Decisions. And it ends with Out in the Cold. Mm-hmm. This is the card. She's all unhappy there, but this is the card where you have the 2 people outside of the church, in the cold, suffering. Because that's what he's chosen. So he can try to grift whatever he wants to, but as far as I know I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but the way I look at it, the way I just explained it to you, I think of that as like spiritual physics.
That makes sense, yes. That makes perfect sense.
You raise your vibration, you lower your vibration.
Mm-hmm. Like attracts like. You're going to go where you go.
Right. So. And I also believe that those people who sink, they're still connected. There's a like a thin line, and you're on what I think of as like a trickle charge, like a battery, a car battery. It's on a trickle charge because you're at such low vibration, and it takes time or whatever for the enough energy, good energy, to go into the system that there reaches some kind of point where it's like the system like reboots itself, and it like wakes that person up. And then they feel and see everything they did. Everything. And at that point, you do have the higher, you start to rise. Because you're facing what you did. You have enough good energy at that point. And you're no longer holding on to, oh, me. You feel the shame and the grief and and all of that, and that's when the spirits, the good spirits, they swoop in to try to rehabilitate you, or not even rehabilitate you, to just try to, because we all end up going back to the source. That's my belief. I don't expect everyone to agree, but that's what I get. And then there's some people where I don't know what happened to them. Even if I tried reading on them, like the man with the ugly mustache.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to him.
Mm.
If you reach out my energy, and it's like, but I reach out my energy toward Epstein. Oh yeah, that's scumbaggies right there. Yeah.
Uncle Mark, I too wish that, along with you and some other folks, that it would be lovely if we got to witness some just desserts here on Earth. Justice would be amazing.
Some closure.
Yes.
In front of the world.
Closure. At this point, I don't know if that's a possibility. That would be amazing. But I take comfort that, something.
Let me read on that.
Okay.
Only because there's some people have been suggesting that they're a little concerned that if it happens quietly in somebody's bed, that they will Weekend at Bernie the situation to try to get some stuff done.
Ew.
Not literally moving him around.
I know, but
ew. But no, it just, because if they can, they're already thinking about it. There's already talk about it. There are already plans, various plans, from the well-meaning to the, oh, I'm sorry, did you not cover your back for 3 seconds so I could put a knife in there? Politics. But are we likely to, is it likely to be definite? Or is it going to be a lies, more lies, da 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 da? Dwight says, I don't want him to be a martyr for his followers. Agreed. And there will be a little bit of a honeymoon, I don't know what else to call it, after he goes, where some people, like when certain singers die, and suddenly, like, their back catalog, there's a lot of sales of it. There's like a spike in sales. But then it just, there will be a little bit of that.
Just like,
but
the screenshots that I was sharing with you last night, my feed yesterday after the engagement announcement was hysterical, because people were texting each other going, oh my God, it happened. And somebody replied back, he's dead? And they're like, no, Taylor and Travis are engaged. They're like, oh. Yeah. Whew. That's
I've heard someone else joke that there's going to be one sudden hit in the charts. It's going to go right up to the top, and it's ding dong.
It did in the UK when Thatcher passed. It was like the number one song. Yeah. To where they had to stop playing it. Like they made a conscious decision, like stop. But streaming took it just.
Oh, jeez. Card for the reading. Everything expired.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. And that's what it says on here, by the way. You can't see it right there, but it's real salmonella. Everything expires. That's what it says. Six of Swords. In your boat. Moving. Five of Pentacles. That's disease. The people are outside that are in the cold outside the church. There's poverty, but there's disease. It's a disease card. Two of Cups. Excuse me. That's usually medical. partnership, EMTs, or there's something about this partnership card that it has a, not always, but it has a kind of, naturally has kind of a tinge of active. That was good. That was good, Lois. It has a tinge of more like nurse, EMT, active, rather than, going into sitting and waiting for a doctor and talking to this is a little more active. Okay, him being a brat and then we talk about his legacy. What is that?
That'd be
Need some clarification on him being a brat.
Or could that be Vance? I mean,
I know what you're saying. That would make sense, but it doesn't feel like it.
EMTs seem very DOA. I mean, everybody's rushing in and
trying to help is what I'm getting. Okay. People rushing in trying to help. I mean, they have a whole mini hospital inside the White House.
Have you seen the pictures where people have been comparing Queen Elizabeth's hand when she met with Liz Truss?
Right before she...
Within 72 hours.
Went to Corgi Heaven?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm a cat person, but who wouldn't want to go to Corgi Heaven?
Yes.
All right, what's a Page of Swords? Is that Fancy Pants? Oh, he did this to himself. Okay, and my chest, I feel like 100-pound weight just landed on my chest right here. Just pressing right there as hard as possible.
Is that how quick he's sinking?
No, it's something wrong. Like,
okay.
Oh, geez, that's not the way you want to go. 10 of Swords. That's a lot of pain. 6 of Cups. Devil. He got away with a lot of stuff in nostalgia. He got away with a lot of stuff because he was a vicious white man born into wealth. But he did this to himself with his own choices. And even now, he has better health care than any of us, than all of us put together. Yeah. And he undermines it constantly. And part of it is his own awfulness. But for what it's worth, wow. I hope that's not how I go, because holy buckets. That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can't breathe, and you're done. And it hurts. Okay, let's okay, thank you. Okay, we're done. We're Kitty. Hi, how are you, kitten? How are you, precious one? He's like, I'm bathing and you're touching me. I know, but you're the kitty. You're the Bailey Boo. Oh, you're the Bailey Boo. Come here. Oh, come here. He's like, I don't want to come here. I don't want to come here. But if you do, we get
the
cuddles.
energy's to the point to where even Bailey's like,
oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's the Bailey Boo. Oh, he's the precious. Oh, he's a good boy. Let me go. You are the precious one.
I know we're wanting to yeet ourselves out of this energy expeditiously.
Indeed, good boy.
I have, and if this is part of what you were just touching on, please correct me. But I'm wondering. I have a question. I don't know if it's something that you could actually read on. And this touches on what you were just saying. Is it going to be quick or drawn out whenever it happens? Like, will it be something like, we're here, we're gone? Or is it going to be something where it's like, days of.
Amy says, Boo Boo's saying, put me down. I'm not a display item.
Yes, Veronica, there is so much yuckadoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or like Dean in Supernatural. Don't objectify me. Boy, I really chose the deck today, didn't I?
Oh, goodness.
I've got a sun card, which would say to me that it's a little more out in the open, maybe.
Okay.
Very shaky. And like starting to crash. You know, you can say that she's either building this shelf or she's knocking it down. In this case, she's knocking it down. And then again, this could be either organizing all that stuff or just throwing them all down to the ground.
Mm.
So what these cards are saying, for what it's worth, and I don't want this man being a martyr. I want this man to see justice. If it's up to me, he would be in prison. But yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be painful. That's what I'm picking up on, and I don't want that energy anymore.
Okay. Moving on.
Ew.
46, 45. Sorry, I didn't mean to lasso you back into it.
You know what Hal Sparks does? After he's picked up a cat, he grabs this little doodad to get rid of cat hair, and he starts going like this with it. Mm-hmm. And he starts going, bow chicka wow wow. He's cleaning the cat hair. Sorry, I needed some humor.
No, that was hysterical. All right, 47:15. Truly frightening. Expert says new Trump move could, quote, end very badly for the economy. Former Fed official Bill Dudley. Oh my goodness, thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Bless you. Thank you. That's huge. Thank you. Okay.
Former Fed official Bill Dudley warns that firing Lisa Cook could give Trump a Fed majority, unleashing chaos in financial markets and fatally undermining Fed independence. Yay.
Well, he fired her, and she said no. And I'm not quitting. So he can't actually get rid of her. I thought he couldn't actually get rid of her. He could try to put pressure on things. He could try to browbeat, or he could whatever. But
yeah, the letter that he sent her said it was because of where she moved, or she was registered in multiple places to vote, and
some kind of mortgage thing is what I read. And he does that to. He's done that to all kind of people. He's made stuff up. But please let us know. Is it? He can't actually fire her. Isn't that true? So what's going to happen with the first Black woman to be on the board of the Fed, and of course he wants to get rid of her. Of course.
Yeah.
Chris Cole says, I heard Congress can remove her, not sure how. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I've got a hair stuck in my lipstick. Driving me nuts. Oh, no, it isn't. It's a cat hair.
Jana, you are correct.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Congress has to vote her out, is the general consensus. Have a good day, Deb.
I don't like it. She does not deserve this judgment. And it was groundbreaking that she's there.
Mm-hmm.
Eight of Cups. Emptying. It's that wall of goblets where one's missing. Something left unfinished or removing a piece. King of Swords. That's Powell. This is all governmental, institutional rigmarole. Who has the power to do it? The president or Congress or the Fed, which is supposed to be independent, or you get the courts involved, or that's all this stuff.
Right.
Big, lots of buildings that look like this over there. I hope you guys like the art today. I haven't heard anybody say anything, so I hope you like it. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles. This would be the GOP willing to go. Yes, sir, with tears in their eyes. Certainly, will go mow that rug because you say so. And there's a Thief card, and it's swords, so it can be legislative related. I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right. Well, at 51:50, Retelling Savoy has a question. Pundits say Dumpsterfire is mastering the slow burn of winning the 2026 elections through lawfare. Cook at the Fed is just the 32nd target of legal attacks. Trump and the GOP are moving into Fairfax County, Virginia, and key Dem candidates will face hyper-oppo research and legal assaults. Will Republicans throw their legal weight at Dems? Will flooding the zone of gerrymandering, lawfare, and Fed control of blue cities block a Dem House win? So is Trump's motivation pure power or just avoiding a third impeachment? Yeah, so is this going to do any good, and is he just trying to cover his own behind?
Well, I honestly, I'm not going to read on him because he's a known entity. Them doing all this stuff, will it effectively block the Democrats? They can't shenanigan. I'm going to pretend that's a verb. They can't shenanigan anything if enough Democrats vote. Thank you, Coresmith. Oh, I'm about to lose my AirPod. Oh, they are. They are a day late and a dollar short, aren't they? And they've been reliant on their MAGA base, but there are a lot of really good Democrats, activists, people willing to get up and move as to who's going to control the legislature. That's my card of voting. And then Six of Swords is people in boats. And this with the swords, it's once you get people moving, you have people moving to Washington or moving away from Washington. And right now, since Republicans have all of this power, you'd think you wouldn't want... Let me see if I can get any more information. Veronica says, as long as we're allowed to and the right is not removed. I don't have them getting away with actually stopping us from voting. Will they try every possible ridiculous bit that they're going to throw everything they can at it, but if we just show up and vote and refuse to be stopped.
That part.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
This is it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of major arcana at the end. Right now, you've got card for the reading. You have Trump's base of power. You got the Mar-a-Lago card with the tub of lard that he is. Literally, there's a tub of lard. Anyway, we have a lot of good candidates. We have a lot of good policies, and we've learned over time. Republicans destroy the economy, Democrats fix it. Republicans destroy the economy, and Democrats fix it. On and on and on. There's that. Who's going to be in charge? There could be a lot of power. There are quite a few positions opening up. Obviously, we're not in the best situation for taking back control of the Senate. Just because of who is coming up for election in 2026. But it's not impossible.
This is true.
It's not 100% impossible.
Shrink that majority too. So.
Yeah. They're going to throw everything they possibly can at it. But they're coming up against strength of us, and there's also a lot that's going to happen in the next year. There's a lot that's going to happen in the next year. And we're not going to just roll over. But we have to vote. And I just keep getting that over and over and over. But you have to vote, but you have to vote, but you have to vote, but you have to vote. So... Amy has a question for you in chat.
Yes, so Amy, yes, at some point, once I'm done with this season's fairs, yes, absolutely. So it'll be in time to order things for Christmas. So yes,
excellent. I can't do anymore. I need to go find some sage. No, and thank you again for all of your help. And Julianne, thank you again. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. Miss Sarah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
you. And I'm glad you're okay. I was worried about you.
I am much better. Thank you. And thank you all of you for your well wishes and prayers and good energy. It really did help. So
okay. Tomorrow.
Yes.
There's going to be a special guest tomorrow. Kirsten from Third Eye Champagne is going to be here.
Yes.
Yay! 2 Scorpios.
That's so cool. Oh, yeah, 2 Scorpios. Y'all are going to have fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Scorpio. Kirsten Langston is Scorpio. Lori from The Way of Positive Change is Scorpio.
Oh, okay. I knew about you and Kirsten, but I did not realize that Lori was a Scorpio too. That is fun.
Yes. But anyway, Kirsten's going to be here tomorrow, and I'm very excited, and we've got lots to talk about. And I wouldn't be doing this without her, because she inspired me. And she is sassy. Yes, she is. And she is beautiful, and she is whip smart.
Yes.
And she's very good. So I am really looking forward to it. But Sarah, I'm just glad you're okay.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's 1:05 p.m. here in Central Time Zone, here in Chicago and in Shreveport. At 3 o'clock, we're both going to be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Links in the description. You can come on over and you can work on anything you want to. So sorry. We focus for 25 minutes at a time. Take 5 minutes to rest and encourage each other, and then work some more on our own projects. So it's good stuff and very productive. And we just want to encourage you. So you've always got somewhere to go. You can go, well, as much as possible. I'm here every single day. We have creative sprints every single day. You've always got a nice community, nice people where you're welcome. You've always got that here and there. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. You're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead.
Yippers.
All right. And we'll see you later. Okay.
Bye.